Hey, good morning. Let's go over today's trade plan. So in the overnight session, for the most part, the market has been balancing within a range, and then following the employment report, sellers have been active from the 74.5 to 76.5 area for a push down towards yesterday's low at the 68 to 70 initial support. Now, over the last few days here, we know that the sell side has been more dominant on the smaller time frame, but looking at the bigger picture, the market is now getting oversold and overextended into better areas of support. And for that reason, our short-term bias is going to continue to be neutral, and the intermediate and bigger picture bias is going to continue to be bullish, because I think there is still potential for buyers to step in at support over here, and entering short at these lower and more aggressive prices comes with additional risk, and larger time frame buyers can be active at one of these support areas because the market's overextended and they're just stronger support zones to begin with. So short term, our bias is going to be neutral, and we are going to have to see how the market plays out in real time to determine if that recent selling is still continuing, if the downside momentum is continuing, and if it is, then we have to understand that on the day time frame, the market may have to head lower in order to attract larger time frame buyers. But we are going to be on the lookout for larger time frame buyers to be active at one of these support areas. It could be at 68 to 70, or if this short-term downside momentum continues, then we may have to go down to 64 to 66, or even 56 quarter to 58.75 to attract responsive buyers. So on the smaller time frame, we know that sellers have been more active, but we just have to be mindful that larger time frame buyers can still step in at one of these support zones. And if that happens, then we can get a pretty decent bounce on the day time frame. So that is the market context heading into the open. Again, the short-term bias is neutral. The intermediate and bigger picture bias continue to be bullish. On the smaller time frame, the sellers have been active over the past few days, but on the larger time frame, the market is getting oversold and overextended into better areas of support, which typically will attract larger time frame buyers. So that's something that we will be on the lookout for today. But at the same time, we are going to have to assess the situation in real time as well. If the real time signals are quite bearish, then we need to take that into account, and it might mean that we have to wait for a better area of support before initiating a long trade. So again, that's the market context. Let's see if the buyers can defend at the support zones over here, and we'll take it from there.